good afternoon everyone. So welcome to our first training. 5 installments po ito ng ating online and social media marketing. No? So I'll be doing the introduction part, and then sa mga susunod na 5 Fridays, Coach Andrew will be teaching you yung mga, in a very easy way naman, no, how you'll be able to maximize ang social media for our IMG mission and business. So expect that by the end of this training, naintindihan na natin how we can deliver the mission or share the concepts of IMG by using our social media, especially ngayon more on online tayo, di ba? So we're hoping na by the end of June, kayo po ay meron ng Facebook page, meron na kayong sarili nyong website, alam nyo na or gamay nyo na kung paano gamitin ang ating Dominate tool. So kung ano yung mga importanteng pwede nating matutunan for social media marketing. Okay, or digital marketing. So let's begin. Diretso na tayo sa training natin. Okay? So welcome to our social media marketing strategies for IMG Business Training. So gaya na sabi ko, I'll be conducting this introduction part for the next 4 Fridays. Coming Fridays, Coach Andrew will be conducting most of the technical side, pero importante na matutunan natin to di ba? So para mas naintindihan natin, kumaga ito yung preparation side. Okay? Before we proceed, balikan natin yung business, di ba? Yung system ng IMG. Sabi nga, anong sabi? Lahat tayo naka-attend na ng Jumpstart School, di ba? Para maintindihan natin as a whole ang IMG business, very important sa ating maintindihan na in IMG, you have to run the system. And the system will run your business. Kaya nga, napaka-simple ng business. It's very doable. It's very clear. Kasi all you have to do is to master the system. And when you do the system, when you run the system will automatically run the business. So ano ba yung system ni IMG? Review lang to, na-attendan nyo na to sa Jumpstart. Pero importante na i-review natin ngayon so para ma-incorporate natin sa training natin. So, the system of IMG, di ba, ang first step natin is share list. Second step is approach. Siyempre, kung wala tayong share list, sino nga approach natin, di ba? So, unang-una talaga yung share list. And then after that, when you have your share list already, these are the people na gusto mong tulungan, maayos yung finances nila. Siyempre, approach natin sila. Para nang sa ganon, mag-move tayo dun sa step 3, which is presentation. And then, siyempre, follow up. Yung iba dyan, hindi pa agad ready mag-start. So, we have to follow them up. And then, you have to run the system to your team and then duplication. Ibig sabihin ko, ano yung kaya natin gawin, dapat kaya din gawin ng team natin. So, more on this training, we will focus on the share list. Okay, which is step 1 kasi doon naman talaga nag-umpisa. So meeting mentality very important. Like ngayon, ang tawag dito meeting to although training siya, di ba? If you don't attend this training, yung mga madi-discuss dito, mami-miss out mo. And marami kang pwedeng matutunan dito na kung di mo siya na-attendan, talagang malaking impact dun sa ating ginagawang mission. Hindi natin siya masyadong madi-deliver effectively online. So, meeting mentality, very important. Very quick reminder lang yan. Do not miss any meetings. Hanggat kaya mong attendan mo yan. Okay, so gaya na sabi ko, we will focus dun sa step 1, share list. Ano ba yung share list? Ano ba ang purpose ng share list, no? So, the purpose of the share list is to maximize and organize your available resources to attract the people necessary to accomplish your goals. So to build a large pool of prospects, a large supply of raw materials to build a giant distribution business. So the share list is where it all begins. Diyan po nag-uumpisa, kaya sa step 1, diyan po nag-uumpisa ang mission, ang business natin, entrepreneurship natin sa IMG. These are the list of people that you want to help, you want to teach how to fix their finances, di ba? So the share list is your inventory. Di ba sa lahat naman ng business, mayroong inventory. So sa IMG, ang share list natin, yun yung inventory natin. So, di ba if you own a restaurant, kung ang business mo ay restaurant, ang inventory mo, syempre, pagkain. Di ba? Kung ang business mo ay grocery store, ang inventory mo would be grocery items. So if you run a repair shop, ang inventory mo would be parts. Sa IMG, since we are in the people's business, ang inventory natin would be list of names. So, yun yung share list natin. So you can divide share list into 4 areas. First, yung natural market natin, yun yung warm market natin, no? Lukewarm market, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga tao na kamag-anak natin, kaibigan natin, kasama natin sa work, kasama natin sa bahay. Friendship farming, friendship borrowing, and social media contact. So, itong training natin about social media marketing, pasok talaga siya dun sa share list kasi ito yung pang number 4. Diba? Paano makakatulong sa share list natin yung skills natin or knowledge natin about social media marketing? Kasi part dapat siya ng share list, diba? Yung social media contacts natin. Gano'ng karami yung friends mo? Marami yan, hindi ba? Yung iba nga libo yung friends sa Facebook eh. Gano'ng karami sa kanila ang financially okay? Gano'ng karami sa kanila yung sa tingin nyo kapag tinuruan natin yung financial concept natin, talagang magbabago yung financial life nila. Diba? So they should be part of our share list. Yan. Ito, kinuha ko to sa ating financial check-up. Financial check-up kasi it's a very good reminder, no? You can do IMG business using your spare time. Ngayon, tanungin kita, may spare time ka ba ngayon? Most of you would say na, yes, medyo marami-raming spare time ngayon. The question is, paano natin ginagamit yung spare time natin, diba? Sabi nga sa IMG, you can do the IMG business using your spare time. So, your spare time, be careful of this, because your spare time can be opportunity time or wasted time. Ang maganda dito, kontrolado mo siya. It's all up to your decision. So, pag wasted time, pinili mo na maging wasted time siya. So, you use your free time for excitement, pleasure, spend time with people who influence them with destructive habits like shopping, drinking, laziness. Totoo ba yan? Ngayon, maraming may spare time na hindi umaattend ng trainings na kagaya nito. Shopping sila, minimum sila, they spend their time unproductively. Whereas kayo, na umaattend ng training ngayon, so it can be an opportunity time kasi pinapataas nyo yung skills and knowledge nyo about social media marketing. So this is the time most people acquire negative habits. So be careful of that. Now that we have more spare time as compared nung hindi pa tayo naka-lockdown, hindi pa tayo naka-quarantine, make sure na ang na-acquire mo is hindi negative habits. Dapat positive habits tayo. So yun, keep on attending the trainings. I will prove to you that during your spare time, it can be an opportunity time. Okay? Sa mga susunod na slides, mag-share lang ako ng konti na naging journey namin ni Coach Andrew. Diba? Alam niyo po, napaka-memorable sa akin ng picture na to. No? Hindi ko po makakalimutan itong litrato na to. Well, obviously, pinost namin siya sa Facebook. So, it's a Friday. Sabi dito, we are ready to serve. Diba? You have to think positively. But I'll just give you a very short backstory about this picture. May na-notice ba kayo? Bukod sa payat pa kami dito. Kaya ako siya gusto kasi payat kami dito. Pero more than that, na-notice nyo ba? Dalawa lang kami. Dumating din po kami sa point na we are attending trainings. Pero wala kaming kasamang team, walang uma-attend na team member, may mga in-invite kami to attend the membership orientation, pero for some reason, walang pupunta. Diba? Yung time na to, hindi pa kami active sa social media. Okay? Pero kahit walang uma-attend na team, we attend the trainings, pumupunta kami dito ng Friday, maaga pa nga kami. So after mag-church, pupunta kami dito. Pero bakit ko pinakita tong picture na to? Kasi, yung training mismo na yun, yung very line na yun sa financial check-up, yung ginamit namin dito, that during our spare time, ginamit namin siya as opportunity time. Mga 2015 to or 2016 ko niya ako nagkakamali. I can remember very clearly kung anong naging discussion namin ni Coach Andrew dito. Dito namin pinag-aralan yung Facebook page. Kasi diba, pag meron kang gustong ma-achieve na goal, hahanapan mo siya ng paraan eh. At the time, meron na kami nabuo na Facebook page. Pero bilang HRM kasi ako, no? And at that time, one day off lang. For the longest time, mga 3 years, one day off lang kami, Monday lang ang off namin. So, hindi namin natutukan yung Facebook. Pero ito yung year na nag-shift kami sa office. So, we have more time. Ang pinag-usapan namin dito, ba't hindi natin tingnan paano pag gumagana yung Facebook page? Ayan yung nag-meeting po kami, pero kami dalawa lang. That you know what, from that meeting, after few years, 2 or 3 years, actually 1 year nga lang eh. Ang ituturo ko sa inyo, paano sa picture na to kaming dalawa lang, because ginamit namin tong spare time na to productively. And humanap kami ng paraan para magbago yung situation namin that time. From this picture, naging ganito tayo. Diba? Dalawa lang kami. Tapos, after few years, ganyan na tayo karami. Yan din yung pangarap namin para sa inyo. Kaya, tinuturo namin kung ano yung mga naging journey. Lahat po na i-discuss namin ni Coach Andrew, hindi lang, is something na na-experience namin. Na gusto namin i-share sa inyo paano yung naging journey. Diba? From dalawa lang kami, wala pang attendee ng training. So, anong gagawin natin? Nag-meeting kami o pinag-aralan namin yung Facebook page. And because of that, dumami tayo, di ba? Kung titingnan niyo po yung picture na to, marami po dito ay cold market. Ngayon po, sa mga uma-attend ng trainings na to, sino po sa inyo yung naging member ng IMG dahil nakita niyo yung page namin, nakita niyo yung page ni Coach Chris, or nakita niyo yung IMG through Facebook or social media? I'm sure marami sa inyo. Di ba? So, may pag-asa ba na ang isang cold market o ang isang tao na nakilala lang si IMG through social media ay maging successful? So itong mga next na ipapakita ko sa inyo are members of IMG na naging successful members na that was once a cold market. Ibig sabihin, hindi namin kilala personally, nakilala lang namin, nakita kami sa social media, message kami, chinat kami, and then became member of IMG, no? And dahil nakita nila yung advocacy and nakita nila yung kagandahan ng ginagawa natin, they became successful in IMG. Cold markets lahat to. Coach, one of the senior marketing directors, si Sir Larry Ortega. Sa Facebook page lang din namin ito nakausap. Diba? Ngayon, senior marketing director na siya. Coach Easy Castillo. Cold market siya, hindi namin directly, pero ni Kuya June San Juan. Diba? Si Kuya June ay cold market din, I believe. Yung nag-conduct ng partners training, hindi namin cold market si Kuya. Kaya nisip ko ba't wala siya dito slide. Yung nag-conduct ng partners training 2 weeks ago, diba? Si Coach Jelaine Alcaide. Diba? Cold market, ngayon senior marketing director na din. Ayan, syempre, ang favorite couple natin si Donna and si Congressman Roderick Villena. Cold market din po sila. Now, both senior marketing directors. Oh, yung nag-conduct ng membership orientation natin kanina, si Coach Aris. Diba? Sa Facebook lang din namin siya na-meet. Hinanap niya yung page namin, IMG Dubai, nakausap siya ni Coach Shane, and then became a member. After a year, become senior marketing director. O diba, ngayon, nagpo-conduct na ng training. These are all cold markets. Ayan, yung nag-conduct ng partners training natin last week, si Coach Kingson Lim. Diba? Also now, a senior marketing director. Ayan, sila Tita Imelda, diba? Itaas ang bandera ng ating mga Huwarang Nanis na ngayon ay senior marketing director na, di ba? Sa Facebook page din natin sila na-meet. Tita Yoli, di ba? And syempre, yung ating latest newly promoted senior marketing director, Coach Janem Kapuntan, di ba? One of the millennials, syempre babad sa social media yan. Pero dahil nga medyo babad sila sa social media, nakita nila yung ating page and became part of IMG, now a senior marketing director. Di ba? So kung cold market ka, nakilala mo si IMG, through social media, may pag-asa ka, kayang-kaya for you, very doable for you, to become a senior marketing director and even more. Diba? Apply lang natin yung system. Diba? Doable. Yun yung gusto ko ipakita dito sa slide. Okay, so, we had this training before, a few years back. Gusto ko lang i-recognize yung effort niya because some of the content ng ating training ay galing doon sa slide na shinare niya sa atin. No? So, he's one of the senior marketing director of IMG. Famous vlogger to about finances, investing, si Sir Fitz Villafuerte. So, yun yung page niya, ready to be reached. Diba? So, siya yung nag-share sa amin itong slides na to or training na to. A few years back, we just needed to update yung mga, syempre, ilang taon na rin yung lumitas, no? Pero the idea came from him, in-update natin, para na sa ganun yung natutunan namin at in-apply namin. Nung nag-uumpisa kami, nung dalawa pa lang kami sa picture, ay matutunan nyo rin at ma-apply nyo rin. Updated for 2020. Okay, so gusto ko lang din i-acknowledge kasi saan niya nanggaling yung iba sa mga ideas. Most of the ideas, rather. So, since saan niya nanggaling yung slides, no, for your guidance, naglagay po ako kasi alam ko may mga nagtitake ng pictures, right? So, Naglagay po ako ng icon dun sa mga page na pwede nyo kunan ng picture. I-guide ko rin kayo kung pwede nyo kunan ng picture. Pero try to avoid lang po to take photos most of the slides kasi hindi po tayo originally yung gumawa namin. Diba? Okay. So thank you, Sir Fitz. Hanggang ngayon, nagagamit namin yung learnings na natutunan namin sa inyo. Okay, start na tayo. Don't worry. We will discuss this. Most of the terminologies, hindi siya common, pero I will explain to you ng very, very simple. Maganda lang din kasi para aware kayo dun sa terminologies. So, first word, edge. Okay, ano bang ibig sabihin ng edge? Simple lang yan. Basahin muna natin. So, an edge is basically everything that happens in Facebook. So, lahat na nangyari sa Facebook, ang tawag dun edge. Diba? Kung nag-update ka ng status updates mo, nag-set ka ng events, game auto post, appearance, Facebook ads, anything, ang tawag doon edge. Okay? So, user-generated edge. Ano naman yan? So, a user-generated edge is basically all of a person's activity within Facebook. So, halimbawa, ako, Facebook user ako, no? Halimbawa, nag-like ako, nag-share ako, nag-post ako. So, user-generated edge ang tawag doon. Lahat ng activities ko within Facebook, user-generated edge ang tawag doon. Okay? So, user-generated edge is basically all of the person's activity within Facebook. Example, yun nga yung sinabi ko, status updates, likes, shares, posting of photos, leaving comments, and many others. Okay, so edge visibility, importante to kasi if you want to use social media sa atin pong IMG business, dapat visible ka, diba? So yun actually yung gusto nating ma-achieve with this training. Edge visibility. So a user-generated edge will always follow the visibility rule set by the original creator. Halimbawa, ano ibig sabihin ito? Diba may settings? Yung mga post ko, gusto ko ang makakita lang is set to friends. So ibig sabihin, friends ko lang yung makakita. Diba? Yun yung ibig sabihin nito na yung visibility rule set by original creator. So, kung ako yung nag-post nun, ang sinet kong visibility is only for friends, mga kaibigan ko. So, mga kaibigan ko lang yung makakita nun. Okay? Kung ang sinet ko naman is, ano pa ba yung iba? Friends of friends. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga friends ko sa Facebook, yung friends nila can see also my post. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng edge visibility. So, as early as now, nalalaman na natin yung importance ng visibility kasi, let's say for example, maganda yung post mo, no? Pero hindi naman nakikita sa Facebook. So, paano yun? Baliwala din, di ba? So, importante po yung edge visibility. Okay? So, tingnan natin para mas maintindihan natin. Ako, gusto ko sana kayong makita eh. Pwede kayong mag-participate sana dito. Tingnan ko what I can do.
Next one, bro.
Oh, ano to, hindi to training ko lang. O, bakit hindi kayo nakashare ng video? Tatanungin ko sana kayo eh. Alright. Ito sa, nakikita niyo ba yung slide? Dito sa slide na to, okay. Q&A tayo. Pwede nyo sagutin on your own kasi naka-mute kayo, di ba? So, pero kailangan sagutin nyo para malaman nyo kung naintindihan nyo ba o nasusundan niyo. Si Mark, nag-post siya ng photo. Ang sinet niyang visibility is set to friends. Okay? Can Robert see it? Si Mark yung nag-post, visibility is set to friends. Makikita daw ba ni Robert yung post niya? Pwede kayong tumango or umiling. What do you think? Nako. Oh. Siyempre, yes. Why? Kasi nakaset to friends siya eh, di ba? Eh, di ba friends sila? Okay? Next question. Mark posts, Mark posts a photo visibility set to friends. Can Joel see it? Makikita daw ba ni Joel? Joel Mauricio, de joke lang. Actually, gusto ko sana ilagay yung mukha niya dyan, kaya lang mahirap. Diba? Can Joel see it? Yes or no? Ang visibility na sinet ni Mark ay set to friends. So, kung nag-share siya ng photo, makikita ba ni Joel? No. Kasi hindi naman sila directly friends, di ba? Okay? Mark posts a photo visibility set to friends and friends of friends. So, ang visibility niya is yung friends niya, pwedeng makita yon. Yung friends of friends niya can also see that. The question is, makikita ba ni Bea yung post niya? Yes or no? Yes. Kasi diba, friend niya si Robert, and then si Bea ay friend ni Robert. So, friends of friends, kaya makikita ni Bea. Okay? Sundan pa? So, ayan, same pa rin ng settings. Makikita daw ba ni Shirley? Can Shirley see it? Yes or no? No. Kasi, ang friend ni Shirley sa Facebook si Bea, di ba? Eh, si Bea hindi naman friend ni Mark. Ang visibility niya is set to friends and friends of friends. Okay? Can Gary see it? Makikita daw ba ni Gary? Nasaan ba si Gary? Makikita ba ni Gary? Yes or no? So, the answer is yes. Bakit? Kasi, si Janet ay friend ni Mark. So, friends, di ba? Si Gary ay friend ni Janet. So, friend of friends. Okay? Importante to kasi, gaya na sabi ko kanina, kahit gaano kaganda yung post natin, pero hindi siya visible, baliwala. Very konti lang po yung ma-reach out natin. So, sayang din, di ba? Kung maganda na intindihan natin. So, Mark posts a photo, visibility is set to public. Can William see it? Nasaan ba si William? Nakaset to public yung post niya. Makikita daw ba ni William? Yes. Di ba? Kahit nandun na siya sa kaduluduluhan, possible niyang makita. Ito. Mark posts a photo, visibility set to friends. Can Robert shares the photo, visibility set to friends. So, shinare ni, nag-post si Mark ng photo. Yung photo na shinare ni Mark ay shinare ni Robert. Parehong visibility settings nila ay friends. Ibig sabihin, friends nila yung makakakita. Can Janet see it? Makikita daw ba ni Janet? Diba? Nag-post ng photo si Mark, ang visibility niya is set to friends. Yung post na yon, shinare ni Robert. Ang visibility ni Robert ay set to friends. Pwede daw bang makita ni Janet? Yes or no? Hindi ko alam kung nagko-comment kayo eh. The answer is yes. O, diba? Kasi yung visibility ni Robert is set of friends eh. Friends sila ni Robert. Diba? Although yung original na post is kay Mark, shinare niya, diba? Shinare kasi ni Robert eh. So, naging post niya na. Eh, nakaset to friends siya. Friends sila ni Janet. So, pwede. Pwede niya makita. Pwede daw bang makita ni Bea? Oh no, the reason kung bakit pala nakita to ni Janet is because friends sila ni Mark directly. Pwede daw bang makita ni Bea? What's the answer? What do you think? Pwede ba niyang makita yung post? So the answer is no. Because of this setting. Kung nag-setting si Mark ng friends and friends of friends, she can see. Okay? So at least, kahit pa paano nakikuha niyo, nag-grasp niyo yung idea, no? So, Mark posts a photo visibility set to friends and friends of friends. Robert shares the photo visibility set to friends. So, can Gary see it? Nasaan ba si Gary? Makikita daw ba ni Gary? Yes, but he won't see that Robert shared the photo. Okay? So Mark posts a photo, visibility set to public. Robert shares the photo, visibility set to friends. Can William see it? Nasaan ba si William? Makikita ba ni William? So yes, but he won't see that Robert shared that. The reason kung bakit nakikita ni William kasi because of Mark's post on public. Pero hindi niya nakikita yung post dahil sinare siya ni Robert. Kasi yung setting ni Robert is set to friends. Hindi naman sila friends directly ni William, di ba? So nakikita ni William dahil ang visibility settings ni Mark is public, not because ang visibility settings ni Robert ay friends. Dahil hindi naman sila friends directly ni Robert. Okay, so can Bea see that Robert shared the photo? Makikita daw ba ni Bea na sinare ni Robert yung photo? Yes. Bakit? Kasi friends sila. Eh, ang visibility setting ni Robert is set of friends, di ba? Okay, can Shirley see that Robert shared the photo? Nasaan ba si Shirley? Obviously, the answer is no. Kasi nga, set of friends, hindi naman sila directly friends, so hindi niya makikita na sinare ni Robert yung photo. So Mark posts a photo, visibility set to public. Robert shares the photo, visibility set to friends and friends of friends. Can Zara see that Robert shared the photo? Makikita daw ba ni Zara na sinare ni Robert yung photo? So the answer is yes, because of this, friends of friends. Okay, so marami tayong binigay na sample, no? But very simple lang naman yung gusto nating ipakita doon. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina at uulitin ko, napaka-importante na visible tayo online, 'di ba? But with the settings alone na unfortunately yung iba hindi nagpe-pay ng attention dito. With the settings nung pag-share nila, so they give too much attention dun sa ganda ng post nila, which is important. Yung pagka-caption nung post nila, ganda-ganda. Ang ganda nung pagkakagawa nung caption, ang ganda nung image, so on and so forth. Kaya lang, hindi naman nakikita. So, sayang, di ba? So, in short, anong pinakamaganda kayang settings para maging visible yung post mo? Any answer? How many friends do you have in Facebook? Sino sa inyo yung nasa thousands na or nasa 500 at least or more? Napansin nyo, within a day, halimbawa you have 1,000 friends in Facebook. Within a day, nakikita mo ba yung post ng 1,000 na yon? Hindi, di ba? Minsan paulit-ulit lang yung, you notice, paulit-ulit lang yung tao na nakikita mo yung mga notifications or updates about them. Hindi mo naman nakikita lahat ng post ng 1,000 friends na yon, right? So, yun yung maintindihan natin with this training. Bakit? One of the reason is that. So, EdgeRank. EdgeRank is an algorithm developed by Facebook to govern what is displayed on a person's newsfeed. Diba? So, ano yung mga EdgeRank? Ayan. According to studies, only 12% of your friends will see your Edge organically. So, for Facebook pages, yung kanina, yung personal account mo yun. For personal pages, only 3%, but this increases as the number of your fans increase. So, yun yung goal natin, tumaas yung number of fans natin or yung likers natin or yung nag-e-engage sa mga posts natin. So, ano ba yung EdgeRank formula? May tatlong formula yan. Affinity, weight, and time decay. Okay, discuss natin isa-isa. Ano ba yung EdgeRank affinity? So, affinity is a one-way relationship between a user and an edge. So, it could be understood as how close of a relationship two people may have. Kaya, importante din po, no? Di ba may mga settings tayong nilalagay? Halimbawa, married to, or siblings. Di-declare mo sa Facebook na kapatid mo siya, or mother mo siya, pinsan mo siya. So, kapag nakita ng search engine yun, every time na may post ka, since kapatid mo siya, no? Nakikita mo agad yung post niya, ay nakikita niya rin agad yung post mo. Ayun yung ibig sabihin niyan. So, ayan, question and answer tayo ulit. Okay, assuming both are your Facebook friends, who has higher affinity to you? Your cousin or your brother? It's very obvious. Siyempre, between a cousin and a brother, di ba? Kahit pa online to, mas mabigat yung brother, right? So, assuming both are your Facebook friends who has higher affinity to you, your close friend or your mother-in-law? Siyempre, your mother-in-law. Okay. Who has higher affinity to you? Your friend or friend of a friend? Siyempre, yung direct mong kaibigan, di ba? Who has higher affinity to you? Your friend who is a fan of Jollibee Facebook page or your friend who is not a fan of Jollibee Facebook page? Assuming you are a fan of Jollibee Facebook page. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ni-like mo yung official page ni Jollibee, you have two friends. Yung isang friend mo ay same nung ginawa mo, naka-like din siya dun sa Facebook page ni Jollibee, pero meron kang isang friend na hindi siya naka-like. So, most likely, sino yung mas visible sa'yo at mas visible ka? So, obviously, yung meron kayong common, di ba? Clear? Klaro ba sa inyo yung affinity? Very simple lang yan. Who has higher affinity to you? Your friends who like a photo that you posted or your friend who posted the photo that you like? Sa tingin nyo, sinong mas higher yung affinity sa'yo? Yung kaibigan mo na nilike yung photo na pinost mo o yung friend mo na who posted the photo that you like? Yung isa, yung kaibigan mo, siya yung nag-like ng photo mo eh. Yung isa naman, ikaw yung nag-like dun sa photo niya. Sino yung higher yung affinity sa'yo? Okay, yung ikaw yung nag-effort, di ba? Ikaw yung nag-like dun sa photo niya. So, anong ibig sabihin? Ganito. If you want people to see your post in IMG, anong gagawin mo? You have to engage with them. Di ba? Pag may post siya, syempre hindi na mamimili ka rin ng mga post na pwede mong i-like or i-komenta, no? Para lang sa ganun, when you post, they will see. Nasusundan pa ba? You still can follow? So, assuming both are your Facebook friends who has higher affinity to you, your friends who share the photo that you like, this is the same, sorry. Or your friends who share the photo that you shared. Okay, so your friends who share the photo that you then shared. Why? Kasi mas malaki yung effort, di ba? As to compare to liking and sharing. Saan ang mas matimbang ang effort? Di ba kapag your friend who shared the photo that you then shared, mas marami kang ginawa, right? Yung pag nilike mo, isang click lang eh. Pero yung shared, mas maraming effort, right? So, higher yung affinity. Okay, increasing affinity. Paano daw ma-increase yung affinity? So, affinity is built by repeat interaction. So, actions such as commenting, liking, sharing, clicking, and even messaging can influence a user's affinity. Okay? Naalala nyo, I think 2 weeks ago, merong nausong post na parang ika-copy-paste mo siya tapos papalitan mo yung names. Pag tinike mo yung at, you notice na ang lumalabas na pangalan are names na madalas mong kausap sa Messenger, or madalas mong nilalike yung image niya, or madalas mong kinokomentan yung mga post niya, madalas kang nag-i-interact sa mga post niya. Yun yung agad na search ng engine. It is because of this. Diba? Hindi yun by luck. Not unless meant to be kayo. Hindi ko alam kung pwede rin. So, increasing affinity. So, ang ibig sabihin nun, bakit importante yung knowledge natin to increase the affinity or maintindihan natin what is affinity? Because you want to make yourself visible online. Diba? How do you make yourself visible online? So, it depends sa mga activities. And you don't want to just be visible online. You want to be visible dun sa mga target people na gusto mong pag-share ng concept. To the right people, diba? So, people can interact with you and thus your affinity to them will. So, how to increase affinity? Have conversations, join Facebook groups. Anong mga Facebook groups ang i-joinan mo? Kung IMG, it's because of IMG, dapat yung mga groups na pag-joinan mo would be about finances, investment, diba? You related din dun sa advocacy natin. So, and like Facebook pages. Huwag ka nang lumayo. I-like mo na yung mga Facebook pages within the team, diba? Mamaya ipapakita ko yung mga pages mo. Second would be yung weight. So, after affinity, weight. Hindi po to physical weight na. Weight or timbang sa Facebook. So, weight is a value system created by Facebook which is assigned to all edges. In general, the more time needed to create an edge, the higher its corresponding weight. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, mas maraming effort mo gawin yung edge na yun, or yung activity na yun, mas mabigat yung timbang niya sa Facebook activity mo. Halimbawa, ayan, which has greater weight daw? Writing hello as a status update or uploading and sharing a photo on your timeline? Alin dito sa dalawa yung mas nag-effort kang gawin? Simple na yun, yun yung ibig sabihin. Writing hello as a status update or uploading and sharing a photo on your timeline? Obviously, yung pag-upload and sharing a photo on your timeline. Diba? Writing hello, nag-type ka lang ng hello and then click mo na-posted na siya, diba? Status update. Okay, which has greater weight? Writing hello, status update, or writing good morning as a status update? Ano kaya dito sa dalawa? Pareho pa lang naman nag-write ng status update, diba? Hello and good morning. Ano ang greater yung weight dyan? Obviously, yung nag-write ng good morning, mas mahaba kasi siya eh. So, even yun, tinitimbang. Diba? May weight pa rin siya or may timbang pa rin siya. So, which has greater weight? Changing your profile photo or uploading and sharing a photo on your timeline? Changing your profile photo or uploading and sharing a photo on your timeline? So, changing your profile photo. Okay? Kaya if you notice, hindi namin pinapatagal yung profile picture, no? From time to time, nag-change talaga po kami ng profile picture. May timbang din po yun. From time to time, nagpapalit kami ng cover photo. May effect po kasi yun sa visibility mo online. Diba? It has to be, kailangan from time to time. Hindi yung 10 years na, yun pa rin yung profile picture mo, diba? Kaya from time to time, at least every 2 months or quarterly, nagpapalit ka. So, parang ganon. Para yung visibility mo sa Facebook or sa online, talagang nakikita ka ng more audience. Malaking timbang yun. Okay, which has greater weight? A status update with 5 likes or a status update with 15 likes? So, this is very obvious, di ba? Kasi from your posts or status updates, 15 agad yung nag-engage eh. So, ibig sabihin, may timbang yun. So, compared dun sa 5 lang yung nag-likes. So, which has greater weight? A status update with 20 shares or a status update with 20 likes? Kung titignan mo, pareho lang ito eh. 20 likes, 20 shares. So, saan dyan yung may greater weight? Obviously, yung may nag-20 shares. Why? Kasi mas may effort gawin yun eh. Diba? So, anong gagawin natin para maging visible tayo online? We have to create content and post na worth sharing. Diba? Yun yung ibig kong sabihin dito. So, which is a greater weight? A status update with 10 shares or a status update with 10 comments? So, very obvious, 10 comments. As to compare kasi to sharing a post, mas mabigat or mas maraming effort tayong kailangan gawin to make a comment, right? Okay, so ano ibig kong sabihin dito? Ano ibig sabihin natin dito? Create posts that are engaging. Yung, kumbaga, they are encouraged to comment. Kaya if you notice, yung mga, ngayon, maintindihan nyo na, no? Yung mga talagang professional or expert sa social media, yung mga content nila are really encouraging people to write your comments below. Let's say, for example, diba? Or naalala nyo ba yung there's one post na pinost natin sa Facebook page, yung that was Christmas eh. So, if you receive this bonus or your 13th month pay, anong gagawin mo dun sa money na yon? So, hit like if you will save it, hit heart if you will invest it. Naalala nyo ba yung post na yon? Bakit? Because of that post, people will engage. Magre-react sila, right? So, bumibigat yung timbang niya dun sa online or sa search engine. So, which has greater weight? A status update with 2 likes and 3 shares or status update with 3 likes and 2 shares? This is obvious na. Siyempre, yung merong 3 shares. Diba? So, which has greater weight? A status update with 5 likes, 4 shares, 4 comments, or a status update with 20 likes, 2 shares, 2 comments? Dahil 20 yung likes, di ba? Kaya yung talunin yung 4 shares and 4 comments. Ang dami nun eh. Right? Ngayon, meron pa nga iba, hindi na lang likes eh. May heart na, may love na, ang dami ng comments or marami ng emotions na pwede mo ipakita. So, increasing weight. How do you increase yung weight ng ating mga posts and engaging online. So, weight is built by multiple interactions. So, from that alone, you will know na dapat, yun nga, nakapag-encourage yung post natin to interact. Dapat, pag nabasa nung mga kabasa, ma-encourage siya to either mag-react dun sa post mo, mag-comment dun sa post mo, or kung magandang-maganda yung post mo, isi-share niya. Diba? So, actions such as liking, sharing, commenting, and clicking can influence the weight of our edge. Okay? So, hindi pala basta-basta lang magpo-post. Pag-aralan natin, no? Magugustuhan ba ito nung makakabasa? Ilalike ba niya? Or i-share ba niya? Magko-comment ba siya dito? So, dapat pinag-iisipan natin. Okay, increasing weight. Create edges that are engaging. Those that are funny, entertaining, shocking, informative, educational, thought-provoking, inspiring. Kaya ipinotice, mayroong mga nagpo-post dyan ng poll. Kasi pag poll, kailangan mo talaga mag-engage, diba? Or nag-a-ask ng advice, diba? Or suggestions, rather. So, yun. So, in short, content that people will like, share, or comment. Okay? So, next would be ito yung last, no? Edge rank time decay. So, time decay refers to how long edge has been alive. So, mathematically, hindi naman mathematically as in yung math, no? Mathematically, meaning online, it is understood as 1 per time since action. So, ibig sabihin, alive yung post mo every time may nag-interact dun sa post mo. Yun yung ibig sabihin. Okay? So, decreasing time decay, there is no way to decrease the time decay. The best thing to do is to create edges as often as you can. So, post as many updates as you can every day. Ang tip namin dyan is to use yung post scheduler. Kasi syempre, hindi ka naman, minsan may work ka, so hindi ka makakapag-post, right? Later on this training, I will show you, based sa statistics and research ni Facebook itself, what is the best time and what are the best days to post online. Okay? Nung time na nag-umpisa po kami ni Coach Andrew, marami pa aming ginagamit outside IMG to schedule a post. Ano ba yung mga ginamit natin nun? Hootsuite. Social. Yes. Kumbaga hindi pa siya integrated sa Facebook that time. Pero ngayon, which is matututunan nyo next week, how to schedule, that's part of the training sa Facebook page. How you be able to schedule a post sa Facebook, pwede na siyang gawin. Hindi mo na kailangan gumamit ng third party. O, diba? Mas easier na ngayon. Kasi, yun nga yung advantage ni Facebook eh. Lahat ng nakikita niya na ginagamit outside ng Facebook, ini-integrate niya. So, ngayon, mas madali na itong post scheduler. But this is very useful. I remember nung nag-umpisa kami, kasi nga sa restaurant kami nag-work, no? So, ang gagawin namin during our free time, mag-create na kami ng post and then i-schedule namin. So, kahit naka-duty kami, pumapasok yung posts. Diba? Kahit hindi kami naka-duty kami, hindi naman talaga kami online, schedule namin ng ganung araw at ganung oras, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pag-post. Importante yun, post scheduler. Ito, you can take a photo of this. Ito yung icon na sinasabi ko, ha? Okay, so based sa research na ginawa ni Facebook, what is the best time to post on Facebook? So best time is during Wednesday from 11 a.m. and 1 to 2 p.m. The best day would be every Wednesday, worst day is every Sunday. Alam mo, kahit hindi ko pa ito nabasa, kahit ako mismo I can say na pag Sunday parang busy yung mga tao. Hindi sila masyadong engaging sa online. Maybe because it's church day, ito yung pahinga day, it's family day, ito yung sabay-sabay kumakain, so hindi masyadong nag-online. So, pero, true enough, through the research of Facebook, yun din naman talaga yung lumalabas na worst day to post would be every Sunday. That doesn't mean na hindi magpo-post on a Sunday, di ba? Pero just expect lang na walang masyadong magiging result yan. So, the best time, yung pinakamaganda mong mga posts whatsoever, IMG related, maganda i-post mo siya on a Wednesday during the time, 11 a.m. 1 to 2 p.m. Kung di ka available, gamitin mo yung scheduler. Okay, best times to post on Facebook for education purposes. So, man-notice nyo Wednesday pa rin, no? So, the best time would be Wednesday 9 a.m. and Saturday at 5 p.m. So, the best day would be Wednesday. The worst day would be every Sunday. Siguro, hindi lang talaga interested masyado mag-online yung mga tao pag Okay, best time to post on Facebook about finance. Marami to pero pinili ko na lang yung ING related. So, best time to post on Facebook about finances would be every Wednesday at noon, bandang hapon, no? And yun, the best day is still on Wednesday, and the worst days would be Saturdays and Sundays. So, maganda alam natin itong mga details na to. So, actually, you can take a photo of this slide. Pwede nyo siyang screenshot, pwede nyo siyang picturean. Para hindi naman nasasayang yung post natin na ma-maximize natin. Siyempre, maganda rin. Regularly may post tayo. Pero kung dito mo isasakto sa mga times na to, so maximize natin, di ba? Mas maraming online, mas maraming makakita. So, more people, now, naintindihan nyo na affinity, yung weight, time decay, na intindihan na natin kung kailan yung the best time and the best day to post. So, ang magiging result niyan, more people can see your post. Pero anong next, di ba? What's next? Yes, maraming nakakita ng post mo, pero importante rin, maganda yung nakikita nila, right? Hindi ba importante yun? Kasi kanina, babalik pa rin natin nung kanina, ang sabi ko, maganda yung post mo, walang nakakita, so wala rin siyang effect. Pero, balik rin naman natin, what if maraming nakakita ng post mo, pero hindi naman maganda yung nakikita nila? Diba? So, dapat maganda rin yung nakikita nila. So, yun yung ibig sabihin, what's next? Okay. For your information, there are two types of marketing. Ang first type is yung push marketing. And the second type will be pull marketing. Take note of that, Two types of marketing, push marketing and pull marketing. So, ang push marketing, pushing your product to your target market, direct advertising, and hard selling. Yung pull marketing naman, your target market gets pulled to your product in direct advertising, soft selling. Diba? So, push, kumbaga pinupush mo yung product mo. Yung pull naman is indirect selling siya or soft selling siya. Binibigay mo lang yung content o yung kagandahan mo kung ano man yung ino-offer mo. Okay? So, you pull the person to ask you questions, to get into you, para sila mismo yung mag-i-engage or lalapit. So, two types of marketing. Okay. Take note of this. On Facebook, it's always better to pull more and push less. Okay? But it doesn't mean, hindi po sinabi dito na hindi effective ang push marketing, ha? Ang sabi lang, pull more, you should post more pull marketing posts, and then post of push marketing posts. Okay? Pull more, push less. Okay. Tingnan ko kayo ulit. Q&A tayo. Sasagutin niyo ako, ha? Push or pull? Halimbawa, mag-post ako na join the ING Wealth Academy. Is it push or pull? And syempre, hindi ko kayo pwedeng i-unmute lahat. Sasabay-sabay tayo. May dalawang emoticon eh. Pero wag na. Kayo na lang, sagutin nyo na lang sa sarili nyo. Halimbawa, mag-post ako status update. Join the ING Wealth Academy. Is it push or pull? Push marketing yan, pull marketing yan. Yes, push marketing. Diba? Parang pinupush mo siya to join. Ito. Learn how you can manage your money. Send me a message to know more. Is it push or pull marketing? Learn how you can manage your money. Send me a message to know more. That's push marketing. Bakit? Because of this part. Send me a message to know more. Diba? Very directive yung call to action. Ito, last night, I attended a free seminar about Facebook marketing. I learned so many things. Is it push or pull marketing? Kumbaga, nag-share ka lang kung anong inattendan mo last night, diba? About Facebook marketing. Kwento mo lang na marami kang natutunan. Kung titingnan ko to, very attractive siya, diba? Parang mapapaisip ka, ano kaya yung inattendan niya? Gusto ko rin umattend. Kung ikaw yung mga kabasa nito, diba? Maganda yun Facebook marketing. So, kung ako yung friend na hindi pa ako aware about ING, anong gagawin ko? Probably, i-message ko siya. or magko-comment ako, I would ask that person, asan mo na-attend na itong Facebook marketing? Gusto ko rin yan matutunan. So this is definitely pull marketing. Okay? Next, I used to be ignorant about investing. But thanks to IMG, I now know how to invest in mutual funds. Is it push or pull marketing? I used to be ignorant about investing, but thanks to IMG, I now know how to invest in mutual funds. So that's push marketing. I used to be ignorant about investing, but now I'm proud to say that I know how to invest in mutual funds. That is pull. O, diba? Few words lang yung nagbago doon, pero pull marketing na siya agad. So, income less savings is equal to expenses. This is something that I learned last night. Is it push or pull marketing? That's pull marketing. Basically, shinare mo lang kung ano yung natutunan mo last night. So, I'm attending a seminar about debt management tomorrow. PM me if you want to join. It's free. Push or pull? This is obvious. It's push marketing. So, ang summary niyan, 2 things you should remember. Increase your edge rank, interact with people, create engaging content, post as often as you can. Pero if you are going to post, make sure naman na valuable yung ipopost natin. Make sure na related dun sa gusto nating pag-engage ng mga tao. So if IMG related, it should be about investment, about proper handling of money, di ba? And then, second that you need to remember, you have to pull more and push less. Okay? So plan your social media posts, open the door but let people come in by themselves. Marami po dito na kami po mismo yung kinontak. Why? Kasi nakita nila yung post namin about mutual funds. So pull marketing, di ba? Sila mismo yung kumontak sa amin, sila mismo yung nagtanong, sila mismo yung nag-inquire. It's because of push marketing. O pull marketing rather. Okay, advanced Facebook marketing strategies. Ito yung mga do's and don'ts. Take note of this ha. Importante to. Kasi marami ang nanineglect to. In related dun sa push and pull, apply the 80-20 rule. Ano ibig sabihin ng 80-20 rule? Contrary to what a lot of marketers believe, there is actually what we can be considered as the perfect balance between the amount of hard sell content, yung push marketing, and of high value content that you post on Facebook page or account. Diba? So, minsan, hindi lang minsan, ako naman din personally, no, mas na-attract ako kapag informative yung post. Parang mas gusto kong magtanong, hindi ba, about kung ano man yung post na yon. So, put value on your posts. Ayan, mga do's. Always use media in your posts. Sabihin, Facebook posts with visual elements such as images and videos are more likely to engage than text-only posts. Mas maganda may visual, di ba? Mas attractive siya. And you should always use images of your products or services being used in context that are familiar to your target audience. Mamaya, papakita ko saan mga sites kami kumukuha ng mga magagandang images. Okay? So, interact with your page fans. So, kung meron silang mga questions, comment immediately, like their posts or like their comments. Pa-interactions na yan eh. Make sure wala kang nakakalimutan na nakakaligtaan na sagutin. Okay? Use brand-specific tags. Use easily recognizable branding. Develop personality and humor. Diba? Para engaging siya, hindi naman masyadong boring. As a certain point, you should develop a certain tone of voice sa page mo or kahit sa personal account mo na people can relate to. Hindi monotone, ibig sabihin. Yung parang nakikipag-usap talaga sila sa totoong tao kahit online yun. So yun yung gusto nating ma-achieve. Okay, highlight your Facebook page to your website. Ito yung mga advanced na which ma-apply nyo sa mga susunod na training. And then encourage likes and shares. Ibig sabihin kung nag-iisip ka ng post, it should be encouraging for people to like that post, to share that post, to comment that post, diba? And then cross-promote to Instagram. Pwede mo lang i-connect ngayon yung Facebook account mo to Instagram, like even yung Facebook page. So don't miss that opportunity kasi nag-create pa rin yun ng traffic eh. Dati may time, nung nag-start kami, hindi pa connected yung Instagram sa Facebook. So kailangan pa namin i-post sa Instagram, then kailangan namin maglagay ng link para ma-connected siya sa Facebook. Pero ngayon, connected na siya. When you post on Instagram, pwede na siyang mag-bounce immediately sa Facebook, and then vice versa. So, yun. Pwede na natin take advantage of. Ito yung mga don'ts. Okay? Don't set and forget. Ibig sabihin, maraming pwedeng maging ibig sabihin ko eh. Unang-una, when set and forget, halimbawa may sinet ka na post, hindi ba? Kasi that time may work ka pa. Pero huwag mo kalimutan na i-check yon. Baka may nag-comment, baka may nag-inquire, hindi ba? So very important yon. Second, do not mislead consumers. Diba? This is the reason kung titignan nyo po yung timeline namin ni Coach Andrew. Because everyone knows that we are IMG members and we are mentors in IMG. How would you feel kung bigla akong magpo-post doon ng ibang company? Or ibang, mamimislead sila, di ba? Right? Halimbawa, bigla akong mag-post doon na companies where you can apply loans or ways you can apply loan here. Hindi ba contradicting siya doon sa tinuturo natin? Di ba? So, yun. And then, don't post irrelevant contents. Ayan, don't target too broadly. Para maximize mo or may focus yung mga post mo. Pwede naman itong iset, lalo na sa Facebook page. Magtunan niya on the second part. And then, ako personally, I totally agree with this. Don't write long copy. Or don't write too long na caption. Because kung ikaw ang tatanungin ko, do you read long captions? Lalo na kung may mga links yan, ako personally nilalagay ko sa taas. Diba? Before pa siya ma-board na basahin lahat, nakita niya na yung link. Ayan, so don't disappear. Bakit? Kasi nababawasan yung affinity mo. Halimbawa, na-notice nyo ba na halimbawa, in a week, hindi ka nag-post whatsoever. Parang pag nag-post ka, biglang bababa yung number of likes mo, biglang bababa yung number of engagement mo sa post mo kasi bumababa yung visibility mo. So, don't just, pag inumpisahan mo na yung Facebook marketing, huwag kang bigla yung active ka ngayon, the following week, hindi ka active, tas active ka ulit, the following week, hindi. It has to be consistent. And then, obviously, don't violate Facebook policy. Meron na rin tayong rulings yan and law. So, ito naman, hindi natin kailangan ng libro. No? Alam naman ninyo kung bawal at hindi bawal na i-post mo. Okay? So, parang hindi rin tayo nare-report. So, yan yung mga don'ts. Okay. We're almost done. Pero meron pa yung assignment. This is in preparation for your training next week. Next week, tuturuan na namin kayo how to develop your Facebook page and how napakaganda po ng Dominate tool natin kasi it can be integrated to our social media accounts, especially Facebook. So, yun muna yung ipa-prioritize namin na ituro sa inyo. Paano nyo ma-maximize yung paggawa ng Facebook page and then, paano nyo integrate dun sa some features of Dominate tool. And then, hindi lang naman sa Facebook page, no? Kahit dun sa personal account, pwede nyo rin siyang integrate. But, para maging effective yun, may assignment kayo sa akin. Why? This is the reason kung bakit pinili po namin itong very simple topic as a starter. Ganito po, no? I think everyone will agree. Kapag may nakita kang magandang post or meron nag-message sa'yo sa Facebook na hindi mo kilala, ano una mong ginagawa? Di ba tinitignan mo yung profile mo? So, ibig sabihin, if you want to become successful sa Facebook marketing, meron tayong mga adjustments na kailangan gawin dun sa personal profile natin. Kasi let us not forget that we are in the financial industry. And very important na makuha po natin yung tiwala ng mga tao. Kasi finances nila yung pag-uusapan eh. Kung hindi ka niya kilala personally, sa Facebook lang kayo nang kakilala, ano una niyan titignan? Saan siya na mag-base ng pagkatao mo? Diba dun sa profile mo? Kasi yun yung mukha mo sa Facebook eh. So, para sa amin, ang first step talaga natin dapat is medyo may konti tayong mga adjustments na gagawin sa personal profile natin. Para man sa ganon, maganda na yung Facebook page natin, gumagana na siya. Pag binisit ka naman nung kausap mo dun sa profile mo is, hindi naman contradicting, no? Ang ganda-ganda ng Facebook page. Is pagdating dun sa Facebook profile, parang, ito ba yung kausap ko? Diba? Kami naman po mismo ay nag-adjust din sa part na yan. Kaya po namin na-share sa inyo. hindi ko po ito hiningi ng paalam, pero I think maintindihan naman nila kung bakit sila yung napili ko. No? Magpapakita po ako sa inyo. Sa unang assignment natin would be yung ayusin natin yung Facebook profile photo natin. At kung seryoso po talaga kayo gusto nyo maging successful sa online marketing, it's a must. Importante pong gawin natin to. Now, sa mga susunod na pangyayari, total yan tayo magkakasama, no? Hindi nyo kumamabot. Kumuha lang po ako ng ibang litrato, alam mo mga nakabahan na dyan. Kumuha lang po ako ng few pictures to compare. This includes us, me and Andrew, na paano kami nag-adjust kasi gusto namin seryosohin yung online marketing. Okay, papakita ko na yung first picture, nasa ba siya? Okay, ito. Kung nakausap mo tong tao na to, wala namang mali dun sa picture niya, no? Pero kung as a entrepreneur and financial advisor, halimbawa nakausap mo siya about finances, ayan, sa page. Tapos punta ka dun sa, di ba, siyempre titignan mo, gusto mo siyang makilala eh. Tapos bigla kang pupunta dun sa kanyang Facebook, personal Facebook account. Tapos, di ba naman titignan yung Facebook profile niya, yung profile picture niya. O, sabihin natin ganito yung profile picture ng financial advisor na makakausap mo. Hala, baka nagagalit na siya. Sorry. Pati tayo Pero kaya ko lang naman po ito pinakita para maintindihan nyo, di ba? Kung yung point ko, halimbawa, ganito yung makikita mo. Kausap mo siya, tapos sinek mo yung, or nakita mo maganda yung post niya. Tapos makita mo, binisit mo yung Facebook page niya or yung personal Facebook account niya. Tapos, okay, ano kaya ang itsura talaga nitong kausap ko? Diba? But because of IMG at very serious tong tao na to about the advocacy, nag-adjust siya. Ito, before siya mag-IMG Ngayon, tingnan niyo naman kung gaano kaganda yung profile picture niya. Ayaw magpakita ng profile picture niya. O, diba? As to compare kung pag ito yung nakita mong profile picture, makikita mo meron pang frame. So, National Financial Literacy Campaign. Tapos, registered siya dun sa a convention for a cause. Kung ako yung kakausap dito, nag-register siya sa meron silang convention, tapos yung convention na yun is for a cause. Tapos, part siya ng National Financial Literacy Campaign. Financial advocate talaga to. Hindi ba? Ako, nakabahan na yung next. Sorry bro, I love you bro. Yung mga pinili ko po yung alam ko hindi magagalit sa akin. Next, ito. Kilala niyo na siya, hindi naman pero diba, parang ako kilala ko siya. So kahit nakayuko siya, okay lang. Pero kung cold market ako, tapos pinuntahan ko, but gano'n, hindi ko makita yung face niya. O diba, paano makukuha yung trust ng tao, diba? Ito maganda naman itong picture na to. Pero as to compared to this, diba? Talagang financial advisor yung dating. Nakita niyo yung mga changes. Yung mga una kong picture na pinapakita, yun po yung before IMG. But dahil yun nga, very committed po sa mission talaga, we adjust, nagpo-progress din kami as a person. Gaya nga ng sabi ko, hindi ko po iiwan yung sarili ko dito. Before IMG, hindi po kasi ako mahilig sa social media talaga before. And I'm a very private person. So before IMG, ito po yung profile picture ko. So, yung mga nakausap ko ngayon sa social media, kung nagkataon ko nung nag-offer natin mag-usap, tapos ganito yung, pag binisit nyo yung personal account ko, ganito yung profile picture ko. Hindi nyo ako mamukhaan, hindi nyo alam kung anong mukha ko, diba? Pero ngayon, ito na yung profile picture. Ito, last na. Gwapo tong next diba? Diba? Before IMG, ganyan yung profile picture ni Coach Andrew. Justin Bieber. Diba? Pero ngayon, sige, babad muna natin. Before IMG yan, diba? No look, naka-sombrero, diba? Naka-hoodie. Cute naman, gwapo naman. Pero, diba, if you want people to see you as a financial advisor, as a financial trainer, diba, financial advocate, parang kung titingnan ko, hindi ko agad gets na financial advisor siya, right? As to compare to this, kahit wala siyang sabihin, pagkakatiwalaan ko sa financial advice to. Kasi tingnan nyo yung frame. IMG educators help Filipino families create financial breakthroughs they need and deserve. Tapos nakaharap siya sa akin, nakatingin pa siya, o diba? Ito yung mga sinasabi ko na maliliit-liit na detail, pero sa totoo lang napakalaki ko lang. Diba? So yun yung first assignment niyo. Kung talagang seryoso po kayo, you want to become successful in social media marketing, you want people to see you as a financial advisor, everything starts here. Seryoso po ito, importante po ito. Diba? So, I'm hoping to see mga changes ng profile pictures after this. So, in 2020, the ideal Facebook profile photo size is 360 by 360 pixel para hindi siya pixelated. No? But yung Facebook profile photos must be at least 180, 180. Pero maganda na rin na alam niyo yung para sa page kasi yun yung next nating bullet. So, the optimal size for Facebook cover photo would be 828 by 465. So, pwede niyo po i-capture itong slide na to pero meron na kayong reference. Okay? Nag-gets niyo po yung point ko dito. Peace, Ate Joy, and Kuya Chris. Sorry. Okay, wala na. Yun na yun last. Okay. So, in connection doon, kung bibisit nyo po yung profile namin mismo, no, importante din pong itong part na to. Diba? So, buo yung pangalan. Alam nyo po, before IMG, ano lang yan, nickname lang, walang apelido, Yang. Yang. Pero diba, unang-una, it affects yung search engine. If people look for Realin Manalil, they will not find me. Kasi ang pangalan ko, Yang. And then, if I'm promoting myself as a financial educator, tapos ang pangalan ko lang is Yang, parang may kulang, di ba? Or may mali. It has to be full, di ba? And kung titingnan niyo po, itong intro dito, investor, financial educator, entrepreneur. Sabi kanina, dapat i-promote mo agad yung social media accounts mo, di ba? So, nilagay na rin namin agad dito yung website. Okay? Kung titingnan niyo yung intro dito, hindi po mapagkakaila na ako po ay IMG member. So, nandiyan po yung position namin. And then, tinag ko dito yung Facebook page namin. Diba? Bakit ko nilagay kung saan ako nag-aaral? Kasi gusto ko rin i-target as audience yung mga kasama ko sa university before. Diba? So, pag tinignan nila, trust factor din yan eh. From Miss Leyan din siya. Nilagay ko rin na from Dubai. Para kung yung nag-i-inquires from Dubai, trust factor din. From Dubai din siya. So, okay. So, same area kami. Kung from Cabanatuan, because di ba no family left behind, siyempre gusto mong turuan yung mga malalapit sa'yo eh. Di ba yung same city mo, same ng lugar mo, kaya nilagay ko rin yan. Para pag mag-inquire sila, makita niyo yung profile ko. Marami kong ganyan na pag nakita nila na, ay, taga-Cabanatuan din. So, nung nakausap ko na, one of the reason why they agreed to speak with me is because kasi kapareho nilang taga-Cabanatuan, kapareho taga-Dubai sila. So yun. Tingnan naman natin yung kay Coach Andrew. Diba? Kay Coach Andrew ganun din. Full yung name. But you know what? Before po siya mag-ING, same ko. Nickname lang din yung nakalagay. Gedemon pa nga that time eh. Ano nga? Drewster. Diba? Na-imagine nyo ba si Coach Andrew? Ang pangalan niya sa Facebook ay Drewster. Wala lang way para balikan eh. Pero, yan, ito naman yung sa kanya. So, yung pangalan niya, full yung name niya, to help every Filipino families through financial educator. So, isang tingin mo pa lang dun sa account niya, kasi this is your face in Facebook eh. Diba online? Ito yung mukha mo online. So, isang tingin mo pa lang, alam mo na financial educator siya, tapos nandun na rin agad yung link mo. Aming website, diba? So, may chance na i-click nila yan. Tingnan natin yung intro niya, ang haba. Diba? Bakit? Nilagay niya lahat ng social media accounts niya, diba? So, walang kawala yung titingin nito. Maraming paraan para i-contact siya. And then, nandun din yung affiliation niya sa IMG. Pinakita niya rin kung saan siya nag-aaral, diba? Saan siya nag-aaral before, saan siya nakatira ngayon, saan siya galing. Ako po kasi nag-screenshot nito kaya nakalagay yan. So, syempre kung saan niya account, hindi ganyan. Okay, so yun. Importante po yung mga parts na yan. So, you might want to consider na linisin yung mga parts na yun. Kasi importante. Kung titingnan nyo po yung cover photo namin, diba? Hindi mo talaga mapagkakaila na IMG member po kami. Ha? Okay. Merong sinabi, side note si Coach Andrew, no? Huwag daw ipakita yung birth date in full. Or, kami rin.
Personal information.
Oo, personal. Tama. Huwag daw gawing visible yung birthday. Tama.
Pwede taon lang. Pero
or siguro kahit hindi na yan, hindi na totally, wag na lang ipakita yung birthday. So, yun yung mga side notes. Tingnan ninyo, you want to change that settings. So, assignment, Facebook page, name, and profile photo. So, gaya ng sabi ko, ang next goal natin next week is for you to be able to set up yung Facebook page. Very exciting. So, in preparation to that, you might want to gusto mo nang mag-isip-isip ng content, ano ba yung magandang Facebook page name, saka magandang Facebook profile photo. Diba? Kasi para ready na siya sa Friday. So, just to give you an idea, sa amin po, ito yung Facebook page name namin. So, IMG Dubai and Middle East, Overseas Filipino Wealth Builders. This is the reason kung bakit when they search IMG Dubai, yung page namin agad yung nakikita. Okay? So, ito naman yung aming profile picture. We chose po na yung picture talaga namin mismo. Diba? And then, para makilala kami agad. Kumbaga, pag kinausap kami, oo nga sila ngayon nagmamanage yung page. Another is yung financial literacy, IMG Financial Literacy Advocate. Ayan naman po ang kanyang profile photo. Diba? Just to give you a few ideas. Diba? Nandun yung may IMG doon. Alam mo na part siya ng Ohana family. Ang ginagawa nitong page na to is very clear. This is all about financial literacy. So, yung target natin, 10 million Filipino families by year, financially educated families by year 2025. Diba? So, from the profile photo alone, malinis, klaro kung ano yung affiliation niya, ano yung ginagawa niya doon. And from the name itself, ano ba yung page na yun? Very clear, di ba? Financial Literacy Advocate. So, yung content ng page na yun is about financial literacy. The right money mindset. Di ba? Sample ulit yan. Ito po ay being managed by Coach Aris. Ito naman yung kanyang profile photo sa kanyang page. Diba? May IMG, very clear, right money mindset. So, alam mo, it's about finances yung page na yun. So, hindi siya misleading, diba? And then, UAE Wealth Educators International Marketing Group, DXB. Mapagkakailan mo ba na nasa Dubai at nasa UAE ito? Mapagkakailan mo ba na gusto niya magturo about wealth? Hindi, diba? So, very clear. Pag binasa mo, clear. It's about building wealth. Nasa UAE siya, nakabase siya sa UAE. Affiliated siya sa IMG International Marketing Group. So, ito naman po ang profile photo niya. So, that's your assignment. Para next week, ready na. You have 1 week para to conceptualize. Anong gusto mong magandang name for your Facebook page? And then, you can conceptualize ang profile photo for your page. Okay? Ito pa pala, Millennials on Savings and Investment. So, from the name itself, alam nyo na it's about saving and investing, pero ang mga nagmamanage dito are millennials, mga ka-age group. Diba? So, yun. Ito yung kanilang profile photo. Okay. So, suggested free app for DIY graphic design. So, pwede nyo gamitin to. Ako po gamit na gamit ko to eh. Kasi, baka yung iba iniisip, what if hindi naman ako, kung magaling ka po mag-PowerPoint, that's an edge, yes. But kung hindi ka magaling mag-Photoshop rather, kung magaling ka sa Photoshop, advantage yun. Pero kung hindi ka marunong mag-Photoshop, it doesn't mean na hindi mo na ito kayang gawin. Pwede. So, ito napakadali lang. You might want to install this app, Canva. So, kahit sa mobile, sa tablet, ginagamit ko po ito. And may mga template na doon. I-explore mo lang, then maglagay ka ng konting creativity, diba? Stretch natin konting creativity natin. Pero napakaganda po nito. Madali lang siyang gamitin. Meron ng mga template doon na sakto siya for Facebook, sakto siya for Instagram, yung mga sizes. Then you just have to change yung mga images. So, other than Canva, ito yung best Canva alternatives for DIY graphic designs. So, yan. Ito pa yung other suggested. But for me personally, itong Canva yung pinakamadali or maganda gamitin. So, pwede nyo i-capture yan. I-install nyo lahat. Pag-aralan ninyo. PicMonkey, matagal-tagal ko rin ginamit ito na before. So, yun. Lahat yan, pwede mong gamitin. But like what I've said, kung magaling ka sa Photoshop, well then good. If not, it's not a problem. You can still do it. Gamitin nyo lang po ito. Now, sites to download images for free. Para po sa amin ni Coach Andrew, kapag nasa social media marketing ka, you know, the quality of your image na ina-upload is very important. Maganda, ibig po sabihin nun, kung nakita na po ba kayo nung upload ng image na pixelated? Ang sakit sa mata, hindi ba? Parang hindi siya nakakainggan yung tingnan o hindi siya nakakainggan yung basahin. Kasi parang ako po ang mag-a-analyze nun personally parang hindi naman nag-pay ng attention masyado yung nag-upload. Parang he or she doesn't mind na pangit yung image niya. Diba? So, kung yun dun pa lang sa in-upload niyang image, wala siyang pakialam, how can you entrust that person your finances, diba? Para magbigay siya ng financial advice sa'yo. Diba? It says a lot about you as a person. And yun nga, also, mas engaging kapag maganda yung quality ng images. So kami po personally ni Coach Andrew, dito kami, even sa paggawa po ng mga slides, so dito kami kumukuha ng mga images. So one would be yung Pixabay. Ako personally, si Coach Andrew, I think mostly po kumukuha. Ako po dito sa Unsplash. Maganda yung quality ng images. You just type in ano yung hinahanap mo. Is it about investment? Is it about debt? Is it about family? Is it about yun? And then, pwede ka nang mamili. These are free sites kung saan pwede kang mag-download. Okay? So, balik ko ha. You can take a photo of this. That's the first site, Pixabay. Then the other one is Unsplash. Kahit lang po itong dalawang sites na to, magagamit mo na talaga siya. And I'm sure kapag ginamit niyo itong dalawa ito, talagang mag-i-improve yung quality ng images na ginagamit natin para social media marketing. Okay, so sabi nga ni Bill Gates, diba, if your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. So, yun, lalo na ngayon, talagang online is the new normal. So, maganda that we have yung free tools, yung Dominate tool, and then lahat naman tayo Facebook users, diba? So, why not use that productively. Okay, so that's the end of the training. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, diba? And we're hoping, bakit ko ito in-include? Because we're hoping eventually you will have your own YouTube channel, diba? Before I joined IMD, I never imagined na I will be part of YouTube. Diba? But because of the advocacy and because of the gusto namin maka-reach out to more people Yun talaga yung mission natin, diba? So, gagamitin natin lahat ng social media platforms to be able to reach to more people. And yung isa sa mga attendees natin, si Jenny, dito namin ito na-meet sa YouTube, right? Nag-comment lang siya and then we set an appointment. That's the reason kung bakit now nag-start na siya i-apply yung concept natin. So, kung gusto nyo mag-subscribe, maganda para pag may new uploads kami, you can watch immediately. But basically, the reason why I put this is for you to know and for you to be aware that we are indeed very active sa social media and online. Diba? So, yun. Pwede nyo na rin i-click yung notification bell para pag mayroong new upload, you can easily see it. Alright? So, yun po. That's our Facebook page. Maraming trainings din that you can use for YouTube channel that you can use tutorials whatsoever. Just recently, I think yesterday nag-upload si Coach Andrew ng ating walkthrough sa IMG portal. Ibig sabihin, if you're new member, panoorin mo lang yung video na yun. In-explain ko doon ni Coach Andrew what are the different parts of ng ating IMG portal. Yeah, everything that a new member needs to know about IMG portal. So, ganun po ka-useful siya, YouTube. Okay, so don't forget your assignments Nakuha ba yung assignments? That's the end of our training. I hope you learned something this afternoon, this evening, kung nasaan ka man. And I hope this is the start of your social media marketing career. Diba? Although this is a very simple step, don't miss it because it will affect your entire career. Your profile picture matters. Your Facebook account matters. Every detail that you will put there will tell other people the kind of person that you are. So basically, you want to gain their trust, diba? So yun, yung gusto nating ma-achieve. So, huwag niyo po kalimutan yung assignments nyo. At the end of our training, again, I'm Rhea Melanie Familiar together with my husband, Andrew Familiar Jr., proud member of International Marketing Group. Okay, we can entertain questions now. Yan ko lang yung ano. Bye-bye.